All right. Good.
Yes.
Good evening. This meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975, chapter 231. An adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Asbury Park Press, the Two River Times, and the Star Ledger, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the municipal website. OPMA authorizes. Pro- Now batting. Third base. Number 9, Greg Nettle.
It's really good.
I think that might be.
It was.
Yeah. By discovering. From our example. Volunteering brings people together, uniting us around our common belief in the dignity and equality of every person and giving us a chance to learn from others we might otherwise never meet. And whereas experience teaches us that the government by itself cannot solve all of our nation's social problems, and our community as volunteers are a vital force to our future as a caring and productive community and should be lauded and treasured. Therefore, now be it resolved that I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, on behalf of the Red Bank Borough Council, do hereby proclaim April as Volunteer Month in the Borough of Red Bank. And we actually have some volunteers here that we're going to be presenting with awards. And first up is Darwin Vasquez. Where's Darwin? All right. We are proud to recognize Coach Darwin Vasquez for his outstanding commitment and dedication to the Red Bank Recreation Soccer League. Coach Vasquez or Quez?
Oh, Vasquez.
Vasquez has generously volunteered his time to support his son, Andrew, and their team from the second grade all the way through eighth grade. A remarkable 7-year journey of mentorship and community involvement. Coach Vasquez, thank you for consistently stepping up when help was needed and for being such a reliable and positive influence on the field. Your years of service have made a lasting impact, and we are truly grateful. Here, we'll step on over here so we can get the money shot.
You can get the picture too.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. This is for you.
Yeah, go.
Thank you. This is it.
He's Andrew.
The reason, all right. Is the reason I'm here.
Open eyes, big teeth, chins up. Done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, next up, oh, by the way, I'll just make a note. We have 2 volunteers that couldn't be here. They're absent due to spring break. But it's Tanner Frederick, who's 13 years old in the 7th grade, and Finn Burgard, who's 14 years old in the 7th grade. And we have the special honor of recognizing these 2 outstanding young individuals for their incredible dedication and compassion. Through their volunteer work with our Buddy Ball program, supporting children with special needs and autism, Finn and Tanner have shown what true leadership, patience, and kindness look like. They've given their time, their energy, and most importantly, their hearts to create a safe, fun, and inclusive space for every child on the field. Your impact is felt in every smile, every high five, and every moment of joy you help create. On behalf of the Borough of Red Bank, thank you, Finn and Tanner. You are an inspiration, and we are proud to honor you today. We're also we're also recognizing another volunteer, Mr. Joe Manella, of course.
Are we gonna volunteer him to sing?
Well, I was gonna say I can read his bio, but we could just ask Joe to show you what he does for Red Bank. Joe, what do you think, huh?
What would you like me to do?
Oh, I don't know, you, please.
Do the national anthem that I always do every year.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ask everyone to please.
There we go.
I didn't practice for this now, I usually practice.
That's all right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's do Danny Yankees now, Joe. Just a few things.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Joe has, for the past 30 years, I mean, she's got an extensive file here, but for the past 30 years, Joe has had the honor of performing at Red Bank's Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and other ceremonies, considering Red Bank his home. He's a former member of the Red Bank First Aid Volunteer Squad as a certified EMT for 5 years, a proud father of 4 sons raised in Red Bank, attending St. James Elementary School and Red Bank Catholic High School. Joe is now a proud grandfather of 9 beautiful grandchildren, some of whom attend St. James Elementary School. Joe is once again privileged to perform for Red Bank this year at the upcoming Memorial Day ceremony.
Some of the 9 grandchildren were supposed to be here. I
Oh,
think they're
yeah.
in traffic.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here, that's yours. I got it.
He's still going. He's,
Hey, tell them to hurry up on this. We're having-
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Go. We got our proclamations. I got a bunch of these to read, so let's start off with. Did we just do this one?
Yes.
Just did that one, National Volunteer Week. And next up, we have Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Whereas this week is a time to show our appreciation and to recognize that our health, safety, and well-being are often dependent on the commitment and steadfast devotion of public safety telecommunicators, because emergencies can occur at any time that requires police, fire, emergency medical services, or other critical services. And whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of law enforcement, firefighters, and medical personnel is critical to the protection of life and preservation of property. And whereas the safety of our police officers and firefighters is dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens who telephone the Red Bank 911 Communications Center. And whereas public safety telecommunicators are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with emergency services. These dedicated men and women are the first responders and are more than anonymous voices on the telephone line. They are local police, fire, and medical professionals who use public safety telecommunications to quickly respond to emergency calls. And whereas emergency responders rely on their knowledge and professionalism to make critical decisions, obtain information, and quickly dispatch needed aid. Public safety telecommunicators are the single vital link for our police officers and firefighters by monitoring their activities by radio, providing them information, and ensuring their safety. And whereas public safety telecommunicators at the Red Bank 911 Center have assisted with the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of patients. The work of these unseen first responders is invaluable in emergency situations, and each of these dedicated men and women deserve our heartfelt appreciation. Citizens place their trust in these individuals, not just this week, but every day of the year. And whereas each telecommunicator exhibits compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of their job assisting those in need. Now, therefore, in recognition of all the men and women of 911 Dispatch Center whose diligence and professionalism keep our citizens safe, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, do hereby proclaim April 13th through the 19th, 2025 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. We just had a fire on Marion Street 2 days ago, and I stopped by to chat with the homeowner, and he made a point of signaling out how good and responsive the people working the switchboard were. So, thank you. Let me take a sip of water, please. Next up is Arbor Day. Whereas in 1872, a man by the name of J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska and is now celebrated all over the world. And whereas 2025 is the 153rd anniversary of this holiday, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide a habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper and wood and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, New Jersey, do hereby proclaim April 25th, 2025 as the 153rd anniversary celebration of Arbor Day in the Borough of Red Bank. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodland. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart, promote the well-being of this and future generations. What's that? Oh, he's here to receive it?
Here, yeah, of course.
Where's Boris? Oh, there he is. Boris, come on, why don't you, yeah, you'll come receive this proclamation. You tree lover, you. If anyone loves trees, it's Boris.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
Of course, good to see you. Oh, hold on, Jim wants to get a photo.
Thanks.
Get that, yeah, you know the trick. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boris.
Oh, one more?
Bye.
Good looking guy, it's unbelievable.
All right. Couple more.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Mr. Mayor, that he's the only person I've ever met where you call him up or text him and he knows what tree where and how it looks. You know, Locust Avenue, this tree, blah, blah, oh, that one, but it's next to this one. He has it on a map somewhere, he told me. All the, I guess, the shade tree committee.
It's public. It's on the SDC website.
Yes,
You can see all the trees in Red Bank.
that's right. And I would just like to share, like, one of the first times I met Boris years ago was I saw him flying down the street, but he had clippers in his hand to trim some trees while he takes very good care of our trees. So thank you, Boris.
Yes, thank you.
All right, next up is Light the Night for Fallen Firefighters. Whereas the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation was established by U.S. Congress in 1992 to honor America's fallen firefighters. The foundation's mission is to honor America's fallen fire heroes, support their families, colleagues, and organizations, and work to reduce preventable firefighter death and injury. And whereas the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation is inviting landmarks, fire departments, community organizations, businesses, and families across the country to take part in honoring America's fallen fire heroes by lighting up red from April 27th to May 4th, 2025. Powerful tribute leading up to National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Weekend. And whereas the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Weekend is from May 3rd to the 4th, 2025. The foundation sponsors the official national tribute to all firefighters who died in the line of duty during the previous year. And whereas an average of 100 firefighters courageously makes the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty each year. And whereas it is of major importance that we increase our efforts to reduce deaths, injury, and property losses from fire. Now, therefore, on behalf of the entire council and the citizens of Red Bank, I, Mayor William Portman, call upon all citizens of Red Bank and upon all patriotic, civic, and educational organizations to observe and honor these fallen heroes, and in recognition of the patriotic service and dedicated efforts of our fire and emergency services personnel by lowering the American flags in all buildings to half staff. I respectfully encourage these same organizations, as well as the citizens of Red Bank, to remember all fire and emergency personnel who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their community, and to pay respect to the survivors of our fallen heroes. I encourage our citizens to light the night for fallen firefighters by lighting up red their businesses and homes to honor fire and emergency services personnel, past and present, who, by their faithful and loyal devotion to duties, have rendered invaluable service to our community and its citizens. All right, next up, it's Pay It Forward Day. Whereas acts of kindness are well known to make a positive difference in promoting community spirit, and it brightens the lives of both the giver and the recipient, often encouraging others to pass it on. And whereas a worldwide effort with approximately 80 countries participating, Pay It Forward Day was established in Australia by Blake Beattie in 2007, and it was inspired by the Pay It Forward book by Catherine Ryan Hyde and the movie of the same title. And whereas Pay It Forward Day's mission is to encourage people to do good deeds for others without asking for anything in return, except for the recipient to pay it forward to others. And whereas paying it forward opportunities can be as simple as buying the next person in line a cup of coffee, washing a neighbor's car, presenting a stranger with a flower, assisting a senior with an errand, helping a teacher purchase educational supplies, donating time or money to a worthwhile cause, and maybe helping the mayor replace his fence this spring. Whereas the initiative has created Pay It Forward Day cards available at www.payitforwardday.com, and the cards are given to those who have received a good deed explaining Pay It Forward's mission, letting the person know that the random act of kindness they received asks only that the recipient do something kind for someone else. And whereas the Borough of Red Bank acknowledges the importance and value of kindness within our own community and is honored to join this initiative that encourages random acts of kindness to one another. Therefore, on behalf of the Borough Council, I, William Portman, Mayor of Red Bank, do hereby proclaim Monday, April 28, 2025, as Pay It Forward Day in the Borough of Red Bank, New Jersey, and urge all citizens to join me in support of kindness to others, not only annually on April 28th, but each and every day, and in encouraging individuals to pay it forward whenever the opportunity presents itself. All right, just two more of these. This one is Public Employee Recognition Week. Whereas public service is a calling which has meant so much to so many, it embodies our sense of shared values and reflects our drive to serve a cause beyond our own, to give back, to leave our mark, and to nudge history forward. There is no greater opportunity to help more people or to make a bigger difference. During Public Employee Recognition Week, we honor the men and women who power our local government, and we recommit to tackling the toughest challenges with the most talented workforce. Whereas public employees at the federal, state, county, and city levels dedicate their careers to public service by contributing to professional industries such as healthcare, education, public safety, conservation, and national defense. And whereas these dedicated public servants perform their duties with compassion, professionalism, and a commitment to those they serve. And whereas the importance of public service provided by public employees and volunteers is too often forgotten or ignored. And whereas Red Bank extends our appreciation and gratitude to all public employees for their continued spirit of dedication, we honor the men and women who power our local government. We recognize all those who dedicate their lives to this noble pursuit, and we celebrate the tremendous difference they make every day. Now, therefore, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, do hereby proclaim May 4th through the 10th, 2025 as Public Employee Recognition Week to honor and recognize all public employees and remind the citizens of Red Bank the importance of public service.
And Mayor, we're gonna have a breakfast for the employees on May 7th. So Mayor and Council, stop by the break room. And
Well timed.
Are you making pancakes?
I am.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And we'll go.
And finally, it's the 56th Annual Professional Municipal Clerks Week, May 4th
My
through the 10th.
goodness.
Whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world. And whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants. And whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels. And whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the professional municipal clerk. Now, therefore, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, do recognize the week of May 4th through 10th as Professional Municipal Clerks Week and further extend appreciation to our professional municipal clerk and deputy municipal clerk and to all professional municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent.
On May 7th, we're also gonna have a municipal clerk's breakfast.
Pancakes?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Okay, next up, we're gonna ask Maren Bennett from the River Center to come up and give us a River Center budget overview. You wanna, could you slide over to that one? Thank you.
Does everyone have a copy of the budget?
I do not.
You have one available?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Yeah, thanks. I'm in. Okay.
Good.
Oh, I know. This is fun.
I'm not singing my speech and these are tough acts to follow, but hopefully you guys bear with me. Pursuant to my name is Maren Bennett. I'm the new executive director for the Red Bank River Center.
Oh, hit the wrong.
Hi, Mary.
And I'm done. Pursuant to New Jersey state law governing special improvement districts, local municipalities are required to approve the portion of the annual budget derived from the assessment of commercial properties within the district. To that end, the proposed 2025 Red Bank River Center budget, in collaboration with the Red Bank Center Finance Committee, was formally approved by the full Red Bank River Center Board of Directors on February 13, 2025. This year's budget reflects no increase in the assessment on commercial properties. The budget continues to reflect a conservative fiscal strategy, balancing modest revenue projections with focused, high-end impact investments in district-wide programming, beautification, and business support. River Center's total 2025 assessment budget is $579,970. With funding supporting both ongoing operations and new initiatives aimed at strengthening Red Bank's position as a premier cultural, commercial, and dining destination. This budget also includes continued debt service payments for the 2019 streetscape enhancements to White Street, English Plaza, and the White Street parking lot. In addition to the revenue from assets, River Center anticipates generating additional funding through program income, grants, sponsorships, and fundraising, ensuring the district can sustain and expand its impact. As we begin 2025, Red Bank River Center reflects proudly on transformative year for our downtown. Through collaboration, creativity, and a shared commitment to the community, major milestones in 2024. Red Bank is one of the most dynamic and engaging downtowns in the region, and we will continue to add to the success in the upcoming year. The 2024 highlights: revitalization projects. We advanced key infrastructure improvements, including a new park light on Mama Street, new lighting, more gardens, a large basin mural, which is right outside the Borough Hall, all designed to create a more welcoming and accessible downtown. Signature events and public engagement. Events like Red Bank Classic 5K, New Jersey Symphony and Marine Park, Street Life Oktoberfest, Witches Night Out, Red Bank Town Lighting, Holiday Harmonies, Annual Sweet Stroll, drew record-breaking crowds bolstered by new partnerships and innovative marketing strategies. New events include Dog Walk on Broadwalk, Jack-o'-lantern carving contest, provided a holiday trolley for 2 weekends, and hosted the Red Bank Ice Carving Experience. For small business support, local businesses benefited from new programming and marketing support, including our business-to-business meetings. We also welcomed several new businesses with coordinated river cuttings within the borough. June and Joy, the Lake House Music Academy, Giselle, Monmouth Arts, and Amanda Jean are just a few new businesses who joined our community in 2024. Looking ahead for the 2025 goals and budget priorities. River Center's 2025 budget reflects a strategic investment in programs that foster vibrancy, economic growth, and cultural enrichment in downtown Red Bank. Major areas of focus include green downtown initiatives. With the installation of new recycling garbage units, would lay the foundation for a more environmentally conscious district. Holiday decor and beautification. Funding to replace worn and broken decorations to ensure festive, welcoming streetscapes throughout the holiday season.
Ooh.
Promotional events, continued investment in beloved community traditions and new experiences that attract visitors and engage residents year-round. There'll be new free programs during the day and evening that everyone may enjoy. This will be in addition to all the annual programming that River Center continues to provide. Marketing events. A refreshed branding campaign will be spotlight Red Bank's thriving arts, culinary, and retail scene within supporting expanding events programming. Red Bank, your downtown, will be rolling out this summer. Business recruitment, horticulture program, and art mural project. A combined initiative to attract new businesses, enhance downtown aesthetics through sustainable landscaping, and launch new public art projects that reflect the Red Bank's creative spirit. This includes the new mural at Canopy Crossroads, which just been completed this week. Don't worry, there's more to come. In addition to these key areas, the 2025 budget supports implementation of the downtown master plan, improved public safety and accessibility, expanded business services, and deeper community engagement through inclusive programming and outreach. With these priorities in focus, River Center is committed to spearheading this next chapter with vision, transparency, and a strong connection to the people and businesses who make Red Bank extraordinary. We thank our partners and stakeholders for their continued support and look forward to another year of progress and possibility. Red Bank River Center is proud to continue serving as a champion for downtown success, and we look forward to working closely with the mayor, borough council, business community, and residents to advance our shared vision for the Red Bank in 2025 and beyond. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Marion? No?
I just want,
Yeah.
oh, I just appreciate what you do because, I get a little taster from businesses about all very complex issues you have to deal with every day. The needs of every business is very different, and most days when I'm downtown, I get at least 2 views of the universe from 2 of our businesses. I appreciate what River Center does, and I know how challenging it must be to juggle all those things and move forward.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anyone else? Anyone from the public have any questions for Marion? Okay, did you? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I'm so happy to hear that some of the holiday decorations are going to be getting a refresh. I think that's a great priority for the tourism of the borough. The numbers look essentially the same. So.
We stayed flat, and we'll be able to do more with grants and also with fundraising.
Yes, yeah, that's great. Happy to see the continued investment in public art. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks, Marion.
Thanks, Baron.
Thank you.
All right, I'd like to have a motion to open the floor for public comment on agenda items only.
Make such a motion as.
I have a second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Bye.
Public, the floor is yours for agenda items only. Online, no streams, no. Okay, there will be,
I saw a hand there, Mr. Mackey.
yeah,
Yeah, so far.
come on up and this microphone over here.
Agenda items only, right? Agenda items only?
Yes.
Stick to the agenda, just a few reviews of Marine Park Center. First, I want to,
Two things. One, there will be another opportunity for public comment as well. If, I don't think,
for Marine Park.
yeah, for anything. You can, at the end, closer to the end, we do an open public comment where you can discuss anything you want to talk about.
Okay, so right now is River Center.
Right now, yeah, it's just anything else on the agenda. Yeah.
On the agenda.
I'd like to
Is it?
No.
No, it's not, right? Yeah.
okay, first, I'm
And I'm sorry, one more thing, just state your name and address.
Charles Janjigian, 165 Spring Street.
Okay,
It's an Armenian name.
okay.
Break it down to syllables.
Thank you.
River Center is on the agenda.
Yes, okay. First, I'd like to say thank you to the committee, the plan, putting that project in place. But at the same time, there is a lot of overlap and conflict between several construction projects that are going on, including the River Center, that it's creating a big drain on the local businesses, that if we could keep those commercial projects moving or do something else so we can finish one and have that done. Because I think downtown, we all walk along the street, you have 2 or 3 dumpsters there. There's multiple buildings that are being redone. So there's a lot going on, and for the safety of the people and benefit of the vendors and whatnot. That's my concern, is that we keep the project going versus the construction. And finally, just to keep the peace amongst dog walkers and the flowers, if we could put up iron fences along Broad Street Flower Garden, same as our associate did there for the Monmouth Street project. Just those simple iron projects, those iron bars. I think that would be a good addition.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any comments on agenda items only? Okay, can I have a motion to close the public comment on agenda items only?
I'll make such a motion, Mr.
Can
Mayor.
I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from 4/10/2025?
I'll make a motion.
I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have one ordinance on the agenda tonight. This is the final reading and public hearing for 2025-06, an ordinance amending Chapter 9, Boards, Committees, and Commissions of the Borough's Revised General Ordinances to create a new Article 13, Red Bank Arts Committee to encourage and facilitate the development of public and visual arts within the borough. This ordinance was introduced on April 10th. So can I have a motion to open the public hearing on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Does anyone have any comments on this particular ordinance?
Great idea.
All right, can I have a motion to close the public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion to adopt 2025-06?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis,
Yes.
Councilmember Cassidy,
Yes.
Councilmember Facey Blackwood,
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest,
Yes.
Councilmember Janone,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano,
Yes.
and Mayor Portman.
Yes. Okay, you want to introduce
Sure.
the former prof?
Just quickly, I just want to thank my fellow council members and the mayor for supporting a new committee being created. This is really exciting for me. I don't always get to wear this hat, but as somebody who graduated a bachelor's in fine arts and had the privilege of, getting to focus on that work in a past life, I'm excited to see this really grow into something great. Red Bank really is an arts center. And I think through active collaboration and the arts leaders in our community, that's going to come to the surface more. I mean, you could just rattle it off. We have Art Hive, we have Art Pod, we have Monmouth Arts, we have Gallery Lucida, we have the Art Alliance, we have all, the Oyster Point shows that Ellen Martin puts together. I mean, this is a hop in place, and really, I'm excited to see this committee not only get more of the public art done as is done with the Asbury Park Visual Arts Committee that they have, but also just more awareness of the amazing network that already exists here and getting those people in a room together. So I'm really excited, and I want to thank Michael Mazzio, who's here again, who's the owner of Gallery Lucida, for his collaboration and leadership through this as we get this committee off the ground. I'm super excited. I think this is a great thing for Red Bank. And I know that Michael has already also met Marin and River Center for collaboration in the SID for public art as well. So thank you all for your support.
Excellent. We have a bunch of resos. Anybody have any questions for any of them or need to pull one out, or can we approve on the consent agenda? We could, team? All right. Can I have a motion to approve resolutions 25-87 through 25-94?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis,
Yes.
Councilmember Cassidy,
Yes.
Councilmember Facey Blackwood,
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest,
Yes.
Councilmember Janone,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano,
Yes.
and Mayor Portman.
Yes. Okay, we are up to the, can I have a motion to open the floor for public comment?
I'll make such a motion, Mr. Mayor.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now we can discuss anything. I see, hold on, Jimmy's up on his feet, making his way. Oh, Linda's coming too. This must be serious.
Yeah, yeah, we was gonna do it last time, but she said, come on, we do it this time. It's Jimmy Dark and Belinda Dark, West Sunset Avenue, Red Bank.
I'm gonna talk about the parking near A1 Tony's store. It's very limited. In front is like one space, and on the side, there are none. Because those cones or those sticks in the ground. And we shop over there all the time. Sometimes we have to park all the way down Dr. James Parker Boulevard, or someplace further down on Layton Avenue. Would that be addressed?
So the pylons were put up there because that intersection was becoming a problem with traffic, trucks, delivery trucks. Parking there, people illegally parking. I went and met with Tony, the owner, and Chief Frazee down there, and we came up with a compromise of, we removed a few of the pylons so you could squeeze in parking on the Layton side. And then I think there's a couple spots then in the front on James Parker, but that it was kind of a.
On Spruce, on Shrewsbury Avenue. You can park all the way in front, except for where the little yellow line is, and then around the corner.
Yeah,
There's plenty of spaces.
So a couple things. One, and we talked about this, I think, at the meeting that Freddie put together last year. That is a county road. But I think one thing we were exploring was restriping it there. And if we do that, we can kind of create some parking spots where we get people to get a little. The spots don't go right up on the edge of the driveway there. So that's something that's being discussed and hopefully incorporated when we redo the streetscape there. But it was a safety issue down at.
Are we talking about
Well,
converting the yellow curb to parking? Is that what we're saying? Am I missing something?
No, I thought what you were saying was on Shrewsbury.
No, Tony, well, I was saying in Spruce,
Layton Avenue.
when I was saying on Spruce, on Shrewsbury Avenue.
She's saying Spruce Liquors has a different situation than A1 Liquors, and she's saying it might be unfair.
And you could turn it.
Looking for Spruce Street.
Yeah, I,
Spruce Liquors.
that's just, they got that location, I guess. I mean, we really worked with Tony there to try and come up with a solution that he was satisfied with. To create as much parking as we can there, but it was a public safety issue, Linda.
So it's not on Shrewsbury Avenue?
It's not a public safety.
So Shrewsbury Avenue is much busier.
Right, we weren't having that same issue there. I mean, if it develops into one there, and again, there's other things on Shrewsbury Avenue that we're gonna be putting in place if we ever get awarded this funding. That whole streetscape is gonna be redone with an eye towards safety, bump outs and a bunch of other changes that are gonna be made there. All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Before we close down, one thing, please send the street sweepers out.
What's that?
Street sweepers.
They've been out.
No, not down, I'm gonna tell you. I don't.
Very apt. They've been out.
Hold on.
No, Brush is still,
Yeah,
Brush is still.
yeah, but I'm saying, hold on, let me finish up. On my street, I count the times to come down there.
Freddie, back me up.
I'm telling you.
Street sweepers have been out.
Hear it? Only thing here is the birds chirp. That's it. But I'm saying is.
He's sleeping.
Birds, and especially Shrewsbury Avenue. I mean, I can take my glasses off and count the times. Thank you.
Thank you.
Function of the
Thank you.
vehicles that are parked. That
What's
they
that?
can't- It could be an issue with the vehicles that are parked on Shrewsbury Avenue, so the street sweeper can't get down. And I know that they go out pretty early in the morning. I hear them like 6:30, 7 o'clock driving the machines, so I know, that they are out there as well. If we had money to burn, there are some electric street sweepers, which would make them. But it's twice as much as the ones that use gasoline. So I recognize, it's not economically feasible at this time.
I respect it.
Barbara, you had your hand up too.
Heck, yeah.
Rose, 135 Greenwich Avenue. First of all, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful crosswalk in front of my house. Sarcastic, excuse me. I was wondering what the progress on that was, if there is any.
What's the progress on our county list?
I'm getting older and I'm not getting in.
We're
Going fast.
gonna talk offline on the progress of the crosswalk
Okay,
on the county road
okay,
On Branch.
that's great.
and what we're gonna do about it.
Thank you. And I also would like to thank the council in the borough for having the arts commission. Is that what you're calling it?
Arts Committee, Visual Arts.
Or visual arts. I think it's something that Red Bank has been missing for many years. And I'm really excited about it. I'm involved in a lot of art stuff, so I just think that we need more art and I'm so proud that I have a neighbor who can do such beautiful murals. They're absolutely magnificent. Let's keep it going. Thank you very much. I love my town.
He's a member.
Huh?
He's a member of the committee.
Oh, you have the committee already?
Yes, it was approved via resolution.
Oh, because I didn't see it on the names were not in the,
They're at the pack of the public agenda on the website.
There are page 31 of 31 on the public packet agenda.
okay, I thought I read them all, but I guess I didn't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone online, Jim?
No, sir.
No. Anyone else in the room have any comments? What's that?
Council meeting. I know, as we all look at Freddie. Minutes.
You can comment on anything you want now. Yeah, now's the time, yes. We just need, we're gonna have to need Barbara to vacate there.
Just catching up.
Yes.
Said, my name is Charles Janjigian, 165 Spring Street. Okay, I understand we're all here tonight for the beauty of the town, the aesthetics and whatnot, but there is also the critical infrastructure of the town that cannot be neglected or is being overlooked. These are vital things for the whole town beyond just looking, such as the water flow in Marine Park. I know we have that wonderful new playground something in. But there's severe damage and there's also a potential for severe flooding in the area. And I just want to make sure that the whole project is done. I have some pictures here of adjacent waterways on Union Street that are completely destructed. And is that a separate council or is tonight specifically about the river arts and whatnot?
What's the question?
Is this just specifically about River Center or?
No.
Okay, so we can expand upon that. And that is what I'm getting at is the complete town itself. There are dog walkers, there's children playing, but sidewalks at the same time are decaying. There's a lot of risk going forward with the damaged sidewalks, with the river at the flooding at the new water park coming in and whatnot. So I think we have to all consider that and who's paying for all this. It costs a lot of money.
For which?
Everything.
Right, well, some of it's grants, some of it's bonded, some of it taxpayers are paying for. Yeah.
Because these are multi-million-dollar projects. I saw the gentleman's presentation last month with that Marine Park, and I studied it briefly, but not to and it's massive. You've got a lot going on. We have the parking lot in, that's good. Right now, the hospital employees have taken it over. You'll probably want to work with getting them out of there.
Permits, they still have some.
What? Do you still?
Out of the new parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very familiar with it. Yeah.
That's, we're actually in discussions with the hospital for.
Yeah, so I can work that out, maybe charge them a fee, whatever.
They do, they pay for permits, yeah.
And the permit revenues, I should say, for the record.
Before our green acres people out there. So all
the revenue for any parking permits that the hospital is using in that, any of those parking lots is dedicated directly to recreation and open space. It can't be used, the money that's generated from that can't be used for anything else because it's generated from a parking lot that's on recreation and open space.
Good, okay. Good to create revenue, it's very important. And that is mostly my agenda tonight, is the entire town, you know, beyond the wonderful work that's being done at River Center, the playground, is safety and funding are primary. And I think that maybe especially down at the Marine Parkway, the town has to take a closer look at the flooding potential and the river rising at the same time as the water draining. It's creating a big perfect flood. And is that all being addressed by the developers of the playground and whatnot?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
yes, we had to receive DEP approvals and permits, including CAFRA permits, the flooring that's used for the playground has to be specific material because of it being in a flood zone. All of that stuff was taken well into account, including the location of where certain elements of the park were placed. Where it was taken into account the flood pattern of the park, which is actually one of the reasons why the parking moved from the one end to where the new parking is. I'm talking, can you see me?
I can see it, yes.
Okay, you seem curious, so I wanted to just
Yes,
tell you.
I'm very curious. I see my time is up.
That's okay. The parking was moved actually to where the water would go in, and we were advised by engineers to put the parking there and not put a play element or something into that specific area. So to answer your question, yes, the State Department of Environmental Protection had to give specific permits for that area and had to take into consideration the flooding patterns.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my most important thing, is the safety.
Yes.
Of the whole area, the children, the dog walkers and whatnot.
Yep.
Pass there every morning, and you've really done a great job putting it all together so far, and let's keep it going, water flowing.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, Josh.
And just briefly, I have two pictures I left here.
Okay.
It's about the surrounding Union Street, and I'll just wrap this up quickly. You might want to take a look at the day. All the overgrowth where those multi-million-dollar condominiums have been built. Just you can take a look at it. You'll understand.
I will take a look.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions or comments? No, okay, can I have a motion to close the floor for public comment?
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Right, Christina, you got anything to add?
I just wanted to address, because it was kind of hidden in the resolutions, the grant application that the for transportation alternative set aside program that was just authorizing the submission. So obviously it's just a submission at this point, but in case folks were curious, just wanted to address the reason, the selection of that area. So it's covering Riverside Avenue from where it meets Bridge at the south of Cooper's Bridge to Front Street. That was identified during the master plan process as an area, we called it the gateway area, that they underdid some pretty significant study right at that nexus of Bridge and River and Rector. Just identified as a really important point, entryway into Red Bank, kind of sets the tone as people are coming into our town. But also the master plan identified other improvements that could and should be made along Riverside Avenue. So when we're up here, it can be a little frustrating when there are things you would love to see on roadways that aren't ours. It's tough. We don't have a say necessarily over what happens there, but it's really an area that could use some beautification. Certainly additional safety for pedestrians, cyclists, etc. Some green infrastructure would be fabulous there, making a lot more inviting. And again, just that psychological aspect, how people feel when they enter our town as they're coming into our downtown, etc. So cautiously enthusiastic about this application. and what it might do for that area. As we pointed out earlier, Shrewsbury Avenue was a similar grant. These do take a really long time, so that's why this is really looking far into the future. We know there's additional housing coming online right in that area. There are going to be more people living right there who hopefully will want to walk into our downtown and be safe when they're doing it. So that is just a little bit of the background on that, so folks are aware. And again, hopefully it will come to fruition for the town. Thank you.
Councilman Gasser, you got anything to add?
Yeah, just a couple quick things. First and foremost, sorry I wasn't able to be there in person tonight. My workday got away from me, but I am glad to be here with you. Sunday, we have the street fair. Come on by the Hook and Ladder. I'll be there pretty much all day around the intersection of Mechanic Street. Please come say hello, give a high five, whatever is your pleasure. A couple other things inspired by Mayor, your resolution on Pay It Forward Day. You know, May 10th is the first of the Sears 2 record riots on Mechanic Street. So my pledge for Pay It Forward Day is the first two residents 21 years or younger who come and say, Mr. Cassidy, have you paid it forward yet? I will purchase a record of $25 or less for. So that's two records to pay it forward, to share music and the arts, and to help support small businesses and our downtown. All you got to do is come on down. And the third person, you probably just get a high five too. I give those out freely. But please come on out May 10th and, you know, send your kids up to me to say hello. And the first couple that do, and ask and have the guts to ask, I'm going to pay it forward and share some music with them. And then finally, you know, I just wanted to reflect on, you know, we have these little things that happen around town. We speak about young people, and I'll let the mayor speak further about this. But I took a visit, you know, not long ago. We approved. We had a presentation from Philip Dostie for his Eagle Scout project, which was to beautify the signage over at Eastside Park. And I stopped by to see his dad, a couple of other scouts working, and young Philip. And I got to tell you, I mean, just the little things that we can do to help encourage people to participate in our community, to make it as beautiful. It is just exceeding all expectations. I'm just inherently impressed. I'm grateful to the leadership of the Scout troop here in town, who are doing wonderful work. But our park is really getting an upgrade thanks to this young man and the support of his family. So I just want to congratulate them on the work they're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Nancy?
Sure. Mayor, I have a few items. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the firefighters for their work on Marion Street and their very quick response. You know, it shows as a community how we all come together to help those in need. I think that's pretty critical. Moving on to some environmental things. That's the time of year of the bunker fish die-off. And I just kind of want to remind everyone, you know, it does happen. And if you may see, like, I think it was 2021, we had a really bad year of them. And you have to understand that part of that impact is due to climate change, where our planet is getting hotter and our temperature changes are getting more extreme. So we have to be mindful of that. And basically what happens with the bunker fish is that they're chased by bigger fish into the river. It's brackish water, but it has less oxygen for them, which leads for them to die off. So I just want to let you know about that. Moving along, the Sustainable Jersey is having its summit on May 9th. I'll be one of the speakers, Complete Streets, of course. Yeah, here we go. And so I'll be there. Just another reminder, the tax program for seniors is going to be held on Wednesday, April 30th at the Senior Center. So that's for the Anchor Program, Senior Freeze, Stay New Jersey. Most seniors have received their applications, but if you have difficulty filling them out, bring your documents. They'll have people from Vinco Powell's office coming there to help you and discuss the program and what it entails. I was on a call today about Complete Streets, of course, and one of the things that came up was that for transportation, the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, has been sending mandates out, to remove DEI and remove things that our Complete and Green Streets ordinance as statewide as well works so hard to obtain. Like we, look out for marginalized communities. We want to make streets safe for children and the elderly and everyone in between. There's some language in there like prohibiting road diets, EVs, it's just very dystopian. So I don't know how that impacts us for grants, but it will impact federal grants coming down the line. I just don't know when. For River Center, I want to say thank you, Maren, for your presentation. I'm happy to hear about the garbage cans. I think that's very important because our garbage cans doesn't really seem to work. Also, I'd like to ask if you may give a reminder to the businesses that there is a statewide plastic bag ban, as well as in our town, we have a skip the stuff ordinance for when you're ordering food to go or for delivery. I mean, I know I've personally received a whole bag of condiments and extra things when I did not request it. So it's, if you need information, I'm pretty sure if you reach out to someone at the borough, they'll be able to give you the flyers to share with your local businesses. That'll be much appreciated. And Complete Streets Advisory Committee met, and we're looking at again trying to make the streets as safe as possible, which is really hard in a town that's already built out. But coming down the line, I don't know exactly when, but we're going to start looking at doing bike audits as well as walkability audits. So, be on the lookout if you want to get involved with that, just be aware that's coming down the line. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Forrest.
Oh, one more thing, Mayor. Thank you very much for getting the flashing beacon up on Shrewsbury Avenue, Jim. That's it. Now I'm done.
That was a group effort, right?
Yeah.
That's a one point there today. So there's a lot going on in education. I will be going to the meeting, I guess it's on Tuesday, just to listen. There's cuts on the federal level and there's changes in the formula on the state level, and there's a lot of impact from that. Also, I have a small thing for you, Mayor. We had a person come to the Parks and Rec meeting last night or 2 nights ago, and they have an idea of putting exercise, devices, I guess. Stations, right? At various parks in town with numbers and the system. I think I've seen it in other places. And I thought it would tie in nicely with the mayor's initiative on fitness. So I suggested that he and Oscar meet with you in one of your office hours, and you can hear the gentleman out, and I have the information for you.
Awesome.
And that's my report tonight.
Wow. Record fan. Laura, you're up. Ben's mic's on.
Oh. The library's meeting tonight, so I'm not there, but I have a few things that to talk about with them. Saturday is the grand opening of the Eisner Lab reopening. They are having Let's Talk About Race, invite you to movie night at the library. Join us Monday, April 29th, our meeting room for screening of Black Men Named George, 10,000 Black Men Named George. That's going to be playing there. The grand opening I talked about. Saturday, May 3rd, they're having a scavenger hunt. Adult, teens, and families are invited to explore the shelves in search for hidden clues, all without saying a word. On Saturday, May 3rd, they're having diamond painting from 11 to 1 p.m. So I went to Maker's Day and planted green beans, and I picked up my plant that was growing in the library, and it's really big right now. So you can see the library's calendar is always filled with lots of good stuff to do. So stop in there. The animal welfare. So we had a drive. You can see there's still bins out there. There's bins at Pins and Feathers. There's a bin at charter school also because the Girl Scouts are helping us with that. But we got over 1,200 pounds of dog and cat food and brought it up to Newark's SPCA. So they were very appreciative of that because they really are lacking a lot of things up there. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor.
First, I'll just start out with upcoming events through the River Center, which I serve as the liaison to. So the Red Bank Street Fair is going to be this weekend, April 27th, and River Center is working to keep our downtown Red Bank businesses informed on this Sunday street fair and connect them with the organizers should they want to participate. The street fair is once again expected to draw thousands to downtown Red Bank. Broadwalk Seasonal Pedestrian Plaza opens on Monday, May 12th. River Center is working with our Broadwalk businesses to further unlock the plaza's potential as a great community square featuring outdoor dining, family-friendly programming, and a festive atmosphere. Dog Walk on Broadwalk will be May 17th. River Center is proud to once again team with the Red Bank Animal Welfare Committee to present the second annual Dog Walk on Broadwalk on Saturday, May 17th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Residents and visitors are encouraged to bring their leashed dogs to Broadwalk for an afternoon of yappy hour specials, pet adoption opportunities, and outdoor fun. Pet food donations for local shelters will be accepted on site.
I just put that one on my calendar.
Yeah,
Dog lover.
2 dogs this year.
You gonna bring your dog?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Red Bank Classic 5K will be June 14th with a new course. The race is open to all types of runners, including adaptive athletes, and benefits the Red Bank Family YMCA Safety Around Water program, which is a really important program. Very grateful for it. My son participated in it through the primary school. River Center is grateful to Red Bank Parks and Recreation, the Red Bank Police Department, Red Bank Fire Department, Red Bank Department of Public Utilities for their assistance with this event. I want to once again echo our gratitude to all the first responders and all the mutual aid that Red Bank received at the fire the other day. I'm going to switch over to my other notes. Really briefly, I know we spoke before about the Visual Arts Committee, but for the press and anybody who's interested, I just wanted to read off the founding members of the Visual Arts Committee that were voted on via resolution. Michael Mazzio, owner and operator of Gallery Lucida on Wallace Street. Ellen Martin, Red Bank resident and the director of art program and curation at the Oyster Point Hotel Art Program and the founder of the Jersey Artist Registry. Victoria Steele, artist and educator at Annie Art Academy on Broad Street. Jane Kleinman, Red Bank resident, artist, sculptor, and also the head of Squatter Potters downtown. Michael White, Red Bank resident and muralist who painted the Count Basie mural and more recently Canopy Crossroads mural. Sandy Riddle, Red Bank resident and also arts education and events director at Monmouth Arts. And Donna Rubin, Red Bank resident and artist. Thank you to everybody who applied for the committee via the volunteer information form or organically came to myself, Michael, or one of the council members here. There is still one alternate position open. So if there's anybody listening to this meeting or interested, and of course, all these meetings will be open to the public, as are all committee meetings. So look forward to the borough announcement of the first meeting of the Visual Arts Committee. And then lastly, we will be hosting the Mexican Consulate again this Saturday at the Senior Center. More information is available for that on all the borough platforms. And we're just very grateful for the partnership that we've fostered directly with the Mexican Consulate here in Red Bank. And we're very, very, very grateful for all the services they're giving our residents, visas, passports for their children, really essential vital paperwork for a large portion of our community. So we should all be very proud also on this dais of the services that we are offering our residents. It is truly unique and a wonderful partnership that we've fostered with them. And thank you to our community engagement coordinator, Audrey Medina Gomez, for all of her work coordinating another consulate visit. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot to mention something. Saturday, they're having a women's wellness fair at 2 River Theater from 10 to 2. That's this Saturday. And then you mentioned the Mexican Consulate. And one other thing I'd like to mention. Oh, there's a speaker series. It's part of the Red Bank Mayor's Wellness Committee. May 6th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Senior Center. It's going to be on cannabis. We have a speaker coming to talk about cannabis and Eastern healing traditions, common ailments cannabis helps address, and how to use cannabis for wellness. So that'll be on May 6th.
Yeah.
I did have one more thing, Mr. Mayor. I forgot to mention that we had a finance presentation this week that I thought was rather good for residents. There's several media outlets that were there. So you can watch the video and reports of it, I hope. I haven't actually read any reports on it yet, but there was several representatives here. And there's also a slideshow, I believe, on our website that goes over our budget. This has nothing to do with the school budgets that I mentioned earlier. This is the municipal portion of the budget, which is 25% roughly of the tax bill.
Correct.
Also, I just wanted to say that Jim and Tom, our chief financial officer, I've attended a lot of these nerdy, usually boring things over my lifetime, and most of them here in town.
Nerdy.
And I have to say, this is the first one I've attended where the two presenters were surprisingly entertaining. The two of them have quite a show up there about budgets.
Really
Usually
trying to get
budgets are
people to
very
watch the budget.
boring and dry. And so, anyway, I just wanted to make that comment before Jim does his report, and probably will incorporate some of Tuesday's budget presentation in his report tonight. But the main thing is there's a nice brief slideshow that residents can watch. And it was a pleasure being on the committee, Jim, to craft the budget.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keeping it real brief, just want to remind all of our residents that myself and the council, we have regular office hours. So if you have a concern, if we can help you right away, we will do it. If not, we will direct you to the appropriate person to help you, but please take advantage of these open office hours because we're here and ready to talk to you. That's all I got. Jim.
Mayor, I'm not quite sure how to take Ben's comments. Surprisingly entertaining, usually boring.
Well, it's usually awful though.
And boring and nerdy.
You guys were laughing up here.
Normally boring and nerdy, but you weren't boring.
Got it.
Well, you guys care.
Okay, I like that.
You're learning from our mayor.
That's right.
Tongue in cheek on things.
Just a couple things, bring everybody up to speed on some things. Well, first I want to say, reference to the number of great proclamations that were read tonight, but particularly, Public Safety Telecommunicator Week, near and dear to my heart. That's how I started out in public service as a 911 dispatcher. Ended up running the 911 center for 2 different police departments. And like Greg had said to me, he's like, yeah, I bet if you can deal with that on a daily basis, public service is a little bit easier when you're at this level. So I think it contributed a lot to just my ability to stay calm, cool, collected about most things. And I think growing up with a mother who was an ER nurse helped out with that too, because nothing really was an emergency in my house, so.
Dang.
Yeah, exactly. She's sucking up. But yes, just to touch on the budget a little bit, we did have the budget presentation. The vote for the adoption of the budget will be at the next meeting. And flat out, the line from the budget is that we really maintained a very efficient budget this year with a 2% increase, which I think in this climate is incredibly impressive that we were able to look at each line item of our departments, met with our department heads and really, pulled things together where we needed to, and we allocated funds where we felt it was most important. And I always say that the budget is the guiding document of the borough, the municipality, our department heads, and through budget execution, I think last year, our budget execution set us up great for presenting a 2% budget this year. I know that the school budget presentation is on April 29th at 7 p.m. and they're in a little bit of a different situation than we are. And I think it's something that the public should definitely heed and go to and educate themselves on the school budget process as well. I do want to say that we talked about Complete Streets. We talked about some of the work of the Complete Streets Committee recently. We put out an RFP, a request for proposals to our special projects, pool of engineers for the bike loop, which was part of the 2010 biking and pedestrian study. We put out an RFP requesting proposals from our engineers to investigate and design and come up with to add on to the biking network throughout the borough, utilizing what we felt was probably one of the biggest priorities out of that study, which was the Bike Loop 2. The 2010 biking study is online for those to review it. I received those RFPs yesterday, so I will be sharing them with Shauna, our Director of Community Development, and also with the Complete Streets Committee to review that and see if we have a submission that is worthwhile to look at even further. And lastly, I just want to say on May 1st, the borough will be honored as an award recipient for the Community Partner Award at the 180 Gala, which is Seize the Day is their gala. And they're honoring the borough for their contribution during their latest efforts to bringing, attention and awareness to the work that 180 does. All right, that's it.
All right, can I have a motion to adjourn to executive session?
So moved.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Do you have to say a reason why we're?
Oh, yeah, Greg will do that.
I'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Budget. They threw me off then. The governing body will now enter into executive session. The governing body is only permitted to do that for specific reasons. Tonight, I will be giving the governing body an update on pending litigation entitled The Garden at Red Bank versus Red Bank, docket number Monmouth Law Division 226624. The discussion will take approximately 20 minutes and no action will be taken after executive sessions. It's simply me giving my legal advice to the governing body. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.